y'all, what it is, what it do. It's your girl Brittany. Y'all know what it is. I'm back. I'm better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is. I know what it is. We know that I post frequently. Now, first things first, happy Labor Day to all. Okay, happy Labor Day. Hopefully y'all ain't have to go to work today. No labor for you. Let's get into our theme song. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping, we doing it. Ducky bow, our ducky yow into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. Currently, right now, I am wrapping up Baddies West, Playboys, Vegas on the Knicks Network. I'm doing that. That show is really, really good. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm also doing Valley Girls season 3. I'm like mid-season. E.T. has finally entered the building. And she's shaking shit up already. And I love that for me because the girls was getting a little boring. I ain't gonna lie to you, okay? But it is finally in the building. Finally in the building, okay? But if y'all want to see those reviews, make sure y'all click the link in the description. Now, come on, y'all. Let's go and get into this video. So my summary, as y'all know, I do summaries with some of them, is if it wasn't for Lex, the season would be boring by now if it wasn't for her. Because I feel as though every episode I watch, Lex is calling these girls out to get in the field, and these girls be ducking from Big Lex because she gets the big checks. Yeah, they don't be wanting to smoke with her at all. When it came to Fauna, in my opinion, do be playing victim because you were the one who threw the fan. So with you throwing the fan, you are the one who truly like started the physical violence. Like you started it. Even if you and Lex was going verbal, it is not even like Lex was saying like Fauna. She called all y'all out that she fought. She was like you, and you. But she didn't say, oh yeah, I whooped Fauna. Yeah, I beat Fauna up. It wasn't that. And obviously, in the last episode, you know, she was saying something to Natalie, telling Natalie, like, a boss is this. And I'm like, you've never had to manage 20-some girls, so please shut up. You haven't walked in her shoes to tell her how and where she need to go. That's number one. But you are the one who started the altercation as far as throwing something. So when Summer threw the liquor at you, you threw a fan, so it was up after that. We was gonna go throw for throw. Simple. And them trying to play Fauna out to be a victim or be like, oh my God, the big three just always picking on them. That's definitely not true. In this particular case, when it came to the physical altercation, Fauna started it. Fauna took what Lex said personal, and she went from there. And they went from there. So no. It's Fauna. And I thought it was funny when Cole was like, she don't be doing nothing. She don't be doing that. She be chilling. Y'all be starting with her. And she's the one who threw the fan. So she started with them. Even if Lex was going verbal, you could have easily gone back and said something. You didn't throw a fan. You felt like, oh, I'm going to throw this fan. And I don't know why you felt like they wasn't going to do anything back. They always retaliate back, except for Dolly. Dolly be picking and choosing. And Fauna told me something. Y'all be picking and choosing. No, Dolly be picking and choosing. But I would say when it comes to Summer this season and when it comes to Lex, every season, Lex has always ran her ones. The only person that she won't fight is Natalie. But anybody else could get that from Big Lex, okay? And maybe not Summer and Dolly. They not going to get that from her, but Lex always run her ones. Summer, you know, last season we did see her ducking and dodging certain people. But I would say this season, Summer, you know how to fight a little bit now. So she has been standing on business for the most part this season. But Dolly tuck and tail, picking and choosing at its finest. Now, my thing is with Rican, I don't care for Rican. I could see them having her back, but I don't really care for her. She is like very thirsty for camera time. But it's quiet. It's very quiet how thirsty for camera time she be. My thing is this. Summer was just standing there and you just wanted to get in the scene and fight. Like, I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but I feel as though every time I see Rican if somebody don't call her out, she just sneaking a bitch. Like she just, oh, okay, where they fight, so let me fight too. And then be losing. I'm surprised she ain't got a headache how many times that she be losing fights. And she's always losing. Like your head don't hurt by now. Aren't you tired of them punching you in your head? She be irritating me because tell me some don't jump. She didn't jump. She didn't jump. And honestly, Lex don't need them to jump in nothing they got going on. Lex don't need them to do that at all. Lex was obviously doing Fauna in. So nobody needed to jump in that because Lex was doing Fauna in. What is she jumping in for when her friend is winning the fade? So we start off with the first scene of Fauna sneaking Summer. Now, mind you, she fell. She's always falling. She fell. Once she got up, to me, her and Summer, it was going blow for blow from them little licks that they was throwing. It was giving very much tie. Summer was keeping up with her. So she's talking about, well, since I was thrown off guard when you threw the drink, but they was thrown off guard when you threw the fan. Like, we're going off logic here. Everybody was thrown off guard when you threw what you threw first. So yeah, why would she not throw a drink? And you, yeah. What are you, yeah for? Y'all keeping up. Like, she's keeping up with you. You didn't whoop her. And what's funny to me is, like, as the scene progressed, with Lex coming in defending Summer. That was so funny. So Cole, like, she don't bother nobody. She be chilling. Y'all bothered her first. And she like, yeah, because you threw a drink. Because everybody going with the narrative of acting like Fauna never threw that fan. Everybody going off the narrative of Summer threw a drink. And because it's a lot of y'all going, the drink. I'm glad that Lex came in and was like, and you threw a fan. But remember, you threw your fan first. And that's why she threw the drink. And I think the calmness is what had me gagging, because she's like, and that's why she threw the drink. And Fauna like rolling her eyes. Oh well. But it's like, oh well, you threw a fan. She threw a drink. And then some, but y'all be picking and choosing. They are not picking and choosing in this situation. This situation is not picking or choosing. This situation was given, you threw a fan because you felt hit. She threw a drink because Lex couldn't get to you. She was looking out for her friend, and she baptized you with a drink when you baptized them with a fan. Like, what part of that is not clicking? And I agree with Lex, because Fauna is trying to make herself out to be the victim when you are not the victim. You are just as aggressive as them two because you threw a fan. Like, be for real. So Rolly continues the scene, basically just coming in talking about some people who fight in the club need to be penalized. Okay, I like that. I agree, because it is people out here who do pay their money to see y'all. Not me, but it is people out here who pay their money to see y'all and to listen to Natalie's EP and these old songs that y'all do have. So I do understand that. And because they work hard for their money and they are giving it to y'all, I do think that y'all need to be penalized when it comes to fighting in the club, because that is giving ghetto. Ghetto, baby. It's giving ghetto. Now, after she said they need to get penalized, DTB confessional comes up and she's talking about, yeah, y'all shouldn't go to the club. Y'all should be penalized. And the first thing that came in my head was when she did this WWE SmackDown in the club. All participants who are involved need to be penalized. Because she's like, if you don't know how to act in the club, Diamond, you don't know how to act in the club. You giving WWE SmackDown, like, be for real. So the Amazon wig lady, Dolly, ends up saying, let's run that. Come on, let's get in the field. Let's get active. Rolly calls her out, not all the way, but just as like playful. Dolly, you can't be saying that. Dolly ends up saying she'll use her mouth. She's a biter. Oh, she's a kicker. Boom, boom, boom. Boots on the ground. She'll use everything, if somebody run up on her. But that's the crazy part, because in this episode, as y'all know, nobody ran up on her. She was doing the running up. Also, I paused it real quick. Rolly tattoos gotta go. She looks a mess. She looks a mess. I hate her tattoos. All the tattoos that she have, like on her chest and on her stomach, they all look a mess. They make her look so ugh, they just look a mess. I don't know. They just look a mess. Like, it's giving jail tattoos. I hate them tattoos. They so ugly. But anyways, so, Dolly is like, oh, you run up on me, this was gonna happen. But as y'all know, y'all seen in the video, Cole told her in the last episode, like, soon as Ivory leave, your hand is gonna be okay. And her hand was not only okay once Ivory left, she didn't hit the person who said that her hand was gonna be okay when Ivory left. I think that's insane, but also it do show that Dolly is a punk, like, for real. I don't know why Dolly was so timid to fight Ivory. I don't understand why, cause you swear a big bad wolf. Oh, I'll do this. If somebody hit me, my protective instincts gonna come in and that. But you was PC'd up all the other episodes. I mean, staying behind security. All the rest of the episodes. But now that Ivory gone, Pretty P gone, you don't mind getting active. You don't mind getting in there. Another thing I have to say, well, this is two things. DTB, I feel like that was crazy that all these girls getting powwowed and you just go to the bus. You just go to the bus. All y'all was so cool. Oh, these my girls too, but they fine and you just moving on along to the bus. Like, not my problem. I don't care. I'm cool with them, but I ain't even jumping in they got going on. And I'm not saying jump in, but she just went on to the bus. Like, oh well, that's the new girl's problem. Oh well, I got stuff to do. Like, I'm not gonna be bothered with that. That not only that, it's Natalie being like, oh, we canceled the club appearance tonight. Baby, we ain't seen Tommy come with a backpack. Backpack. These hoes still go to the club. It's not a scene that will stop them from going to that club. So her being like, oh, we canceled the thing tonight. First of all, it probably never was a booking for them to go to that night. It was never a booking to go to. I believe it was more like, we gonna do this activity, y'all gonna fight, and then we're gonna be like, oh well, since you girls don't know how to act, we're canceling the booking. And then tomorrow morning, mind you, fresh off the dome, tomorrow morning, we're gonna go get back to charity. Be for real. Be for real. The charity thing was already booked, and that was gonna be y'all next gig that y'all was gonna go to. But they didn't have a booking this night. Obviously, you could tell because again, like I said, Tommy and came in full blasting, and then still went to the club. So, what made you think horse manure was gonna make them stop from going to the club? Fauna then starts talking about how Lex asked her why she ain't wearing her chain now. Girl, you know why she not wearing her chain now? You got a thieving friend who be snatching folks' chain. I wouldn't wear my chain out with y'all hoes either. Scotty jumps in like, why are you worried about her wearing her chain? I understand that Scotty wants to take up for herself, and I understand what she means. Like, if Natalie or Rolly say something, nobody has anything to say. Well, when Rolly says something more so, they don't have anything to say. But I would say this too. Rolly picks and chooses her battles on what to speak on. That's number one. And Rolly, when it comes to critiques, in my opinion, Rolly only critique girls that she feel like she can beat up. She don't really critique nobody that she feel like will fight her. And Natalie rarely critiques these people. Like, for real. If anything, she's setting up the scene so they can fight. She don't be critiquing them like that. Like, right now in this scene, she's only critiquing Lex because they just said something about her being a leader. They just said something about her being a boss and, making people take accountability, all this and that. So that's the only reason why Natalie is coming so hard on Lex and being like, well, you provoked her and all this, because any other scene, she'll be standing over there quiet, just like Rolly, having nothing to say, just standing there looking slow and being like, so are y'all gonna fight? Because we don't need to take this to the next day. And obviously in this scene, we did see her finally say, like, well, let's get it all out right here, you guys. I'm not even saying fight. You are saying fight. You want them to fight. What else can they do? They've been giving dialogue this whole time. Nobody cares. Get in the field, get beat up. More so. So Scotty, was saying like, I could talk about whatever I want. I could say whatever I want. No. Scotty, I think this is like, this had to be when her and Lemmy like was officially dating, in my opinion. And she know he's not finna allow nobody to really hit Scotty like that. And Scotty don't mind running her mouth, but she's not gonna get in the field with Lex. Lex know that. Everybody else know that. She's not gonna get in the field with her. She's not gonna do that. And then when she do run up, security is gonna break it up real quick. She know that. So that's why I feel as though Scotty is speaking more freely now and playing this role of quote unquote like I'm nice, I don't bother nobody, but I'm finna take up for myself because ain't nobody finna say nothing out the way to me. And I'm gonna ice my hand all night. And in the morning, you gotta see me. And that's on my mama. My thing is with Tavi, girl, drunk, sober, she whooping you. Like, why is we acting like you not gonna get whooped regardless? Drunk, sober, she tapping that ass. So like, let's just vibe, twin. So Natalie then addresses Diamond. I just feel like, girl, you the boss. You don't have to address her. Like, I'm tired of y'all going back and forth. This your stuff. What you addressing her for? I don't have a problem with you. Girl, you don't like her. You've made that clear from day one that you do not like Diamond. Diamond know that you don't like her. And I wouldn't say that Diamond don't like Natalie. She probably really don't care for Natalie, but regardless, even if she don't, what's gonna happen? Who else gonna get whooped? Nobody. So no, this your stuff. Like what you up here addressing her for? Oh well, you don't like her and you don't like her. Simple. You don't like her. You don't. And the only way you keep bringing her back is because Diamond is good TV. She's really, really good TV, but she'll never be in your circle. You'll never care for her to have her in your circle. So Natalie then, mind you, they're in a circle. The circle is for them to fight. She said, I'm not even saying fight, as the circle is still right there. She gonna tell me something. Address the issue. Lex said, I'm not the one who got mad. So is we gonna finish it or what? Finish it with a squabble or what we gonna do? You know what I forgot to talk about, y'all? I forgot to talk about Choco. Choco been out of my sight, out of mind. Good. Choco is just not having a good season. I definitely don't believe they're gonna bring her back, nor do I want her to come back. Choco just been going through it from day one. She just hasn't had a break. She's hating it here. Fauna then says that Lex is not a baddie. All she do is fight, and is that all y'all bring to the table is fighting? Because I don't think you're a baddie. Well, Fauna, when I look at you, I feel as though the only time you get camera time is when you fighting too. So it don't seem like neither one of y'all is bringing much to the table, homegirl, because that's all y'all are here to do. I mean, I will say this. I do like Fauna's confessional looks. Her confessional looks do be cute. I'm not gonna lie, but Fauna, in my opinion, ain't giving much to the show either. And your homegirls honestly not giving much to the show either. When it comes to Cole and Rican, I feel like they do amazing in their confessionals. Cole is great on calling folks out that's her ops. She'll call them out, but when it comes to fighting, lackluster. When it comes to Rican is good at, roasting, and roasting is great. But you see her in the scene, she getting beat up. And I feel as though, even with Fauna is the best fighter out of all of them. But Fauna is getting beat up too, most of the time. So Fauna then starts eating grass because Lex is pounding her head into the grass. A fate that could have been avoided, but okay, you needed that. And she showed you that's the definition of a baddie. As they're fighting, as Rican said, she seen Summer walking over to the fight, just like everybody else was doing, walking over there to watch it. She then sneaks her from the back, does something, just look like a grab session to me, and tell me something, don't jump in. Again, like I said, I went back. The girl was never jumping in. It never gave jump in. It gave very much going over there to watch the fight. Again, like I said, just we want camera time. Dolly then sneaks Cole with horse feces in her hand. And she then, gets the better of the girl, starts uppercutting her. I'm not going to lie to you. You need to get your lick back. I mean, in the best way possible. It don't even have to be with, pee or bowel movement. It don't have to be, but you gotta go get your leak back. You need to burn her wig or something. Put her wig in horse poop. Something. Something. But you gotta get your leak back. You got to. Cause she came straight to the face. I mean, you your hand moved, but it probably was something that got on her. You need that. Like, you gotta get that. You gotta have that. So Summer was mad. Summer was irritated that girl snuck her like that. So Summer like, come over here where the horse feces is at. Come over here where the horse feces is feces, cause I need that. She like, no, come over here. Where no cameras are. Come over here. No light. She like, no, come over here. Summer then picks it up, throws it at her, and gives her a Millie rocking. Very much so. In this Summer last words, don't you ever. Now I'm done. I said, okay, now she done. I don't blame Summer. I don't blame Summer. Now the horse, picking up the horse, y'all is a different type of breed of people. Picking up the horse, y'all is some different type of people. But I don't blame Summer for getting her leak back because she really, at that moment, really wasn't doing it. But obviously, Dolly gave Summer the idea. That idea was not originally from Summer's mental. That was from Dolly's head. I feel as though Summer just executed it with a broader audience than Dolly. So at this point, all bets are off. All bets. LCK running like somebody stunned her cross out of there. Ain't nobody even looking for you. Anyway, so Rican then runs up on Summer. Summer giving it. Dolly then moves the fight over. She fights Rican in. Rican don't know where to go. Her head is just down. She don't know who fighting her, left or right. She don't know. So then Cole throws the urine. I mean, throws the boo-boo, whatever. She throws the boo-boo and still didn't plant a lick bag. Still ain't plant a lick bag. I need you to hit her. The way Lex was doing you, punching you every which way when you was trying to stomp out Choco, I need you to get your lick back like that. Like, you need your lick back. Because I do feel as though out of all three of them, Cole be getting the worst. Be getting the worst of the big three. She be getting the worst of it. So because Cole can't fight, she wanted to fight Dolly with her words, which nobody really cares. She ends up saying, like, you still ain't got no respect. You still ain't got no chain. And it was like, okay. And you got shit thrown in your face. Like, okay. And tell me something. Y'all don't like each other for real. No, I think they really do like each other. I do. I do think the friendship was made from Summer, bringing everybody together. But I do think they do like each other for real. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do think because they got each other back way too much not to like each other. They got each other back way too much not to like each other. Also, you saying that you stole their spot. No, you didn't. Honestly, it's always been a pack of three. Biggie, Anna, Tasiki, pack of three. Natalie, Rolly, Scotty, pack of three. Pretty P, Ivory, Diamond, pack of three. It's always been a pack of three. Nobody has never did the title of like big three or actually been like, it's three of us against the house. They've never done necessarily that. Nobody's necessarily never took on each other's beef. It's like, that's your beef. Me and you friends, but that's your beef, or whatever the case is. It usually goes like that. But taking their spots, I definitely think it's crazy. When it comes to the big three, Summer gonna always be there. Summer always gonna be TV ready. Big Lex always gonna be TV ready. The only person I feel as though is going to leave the big three is Dolly. I honestly do, because how much longer are they gonna keep her on injured reserve? How much more of that would they be able to be bothered with, of her hand, her body messing up on her? They not gonna, in my opinion, want to take too much more of that. But y'all definitely did not take their spots. I know it's time for Rican to go home, baby. She bleeding at the head. It's time to just call it a day, baby. How you bleeding at the head? Who hit you that hard? No, not some of the little knuckles. Probably Dolly. I could see Dolly doing some damage. I don't know if y'all seen or remember Dolly at that audition with that girl. That's the only audition I really remember like that. That girl was like, I want to fight too. And she got towed up. And I believe she got towed up by Dolly, if I'm not mistaken. So I definitely think that production edited the scene where Lex is calling the girls out. I definitely think they edited that scene to look stupid because, okay, with Tavy, she called Tavy out. Tavy then don't hear her, and Tavy told me something. Where's Fauna? Where's Fauna? That to me don't make sense for her to hear the girl calling them out and for her to be like, where's Fauna? Yes, Tavy is scary. We obviously know she's scary, but I don't think that she'll be like, where's Fauna? That didn't make sense to me. So then Scotty like, who she talking to? But like I said, once again, I feel as though Scotty is always trying to think about who was Big Legs talking to. Like, obviously she again is taking up for herself all this, but she's not gonna ever want to fade with her. So how much of taking up for yourself really counts or really matters when you're not gonna run a fade with the girl? So she's like, who is she talking to? And Lex is like, you, like, come on. But you see all them skedaddle on that bus. Mind you, they do rip her wig. They do the most, but y'all are doing everything but fighting her. Now, when she run down on them, I don't want security to be like, oh my gosh, let's get on our job. Like, no, she has every right to run down on them because she keeps calling them out and everybody talking, everybody ripping wigs, but don't nobody want to fight her. And Scotty is very delusional because it's definitely the other way around. Anything Lex say, anything Lex do, you are saying something about. You want to know what's going on so bad. That's you. It's definitely not the other way around. And what happened to Marissa Fine Summer every day? The days is growing shorter and shorter because she has yet to get her lick back after she was spun around. So Lex comes to the bus, calling the girls out. Like, come on, let's get that. Tavi told me something. You just want to break my spirit. You mad because you can't break my spirit. What are you talking about? What spirit? When you around her, you quiet. Like, girl, get away from the bus. Get away. My birthday's coming up in a few days. I'm not trying to fight on my birthday. I'm not trying to fight when my birthday's close. Tavi, nobody cares that your birthday is coming up, okay? Nobody cares. She keeps calling y'all out. And so, how many more times do you want to beat me up? That's the part that we need to talk about. That's it. That's all right there. Cause she keep beating you up, telling me something. You got the best of me because I was drunk. No, she just be beating you up. You can't take her. She just be beating you up. That's that part. That's that part. Mind you, you don't want to get in the field with Dolly no more because you went to her. Because at one point she didn't want to keep fighting Legs, but now all of a sudden you want to break my spirit. How many times you want to beat me up, girl? You was just ducking a favor, this same girl. Now you don't mind, but you're continuously not getting in the field, and then in your confessional, my birthday, Hanukkah, whole Christmas, nobody cares. Anyways, get in the field. Scotty didn't jump up. Lex ain't saying nothing to Scotty. Scotty jump up. You just love to have my name in your mouth. Come get me. Come get me. She jumped. God, she ain't flew back. I said, girl, just sit down. Sit down, Scotland. Sit down. Because it's just not going to work in your favor. And when she do, give you what you're looking for, because y'all know they get to find in that pool. When Lex tears you up over that pool and make you go out of the pool, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing because you really don't be needing that. So mind y'all, on one of the buses, it has a little window. So I believe it's one of the production women who was saying Scotty, 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 because Scotty and Tavy are ripping Lex's wig. They're ripping her wig. The lady is asking for the wig back and they're ripping it. So as y'all know, Lex get to tweaking out about this wig. This wig was $1,200. $1,200. Bust down, side part, no 613. Okay? This is one of her good wigs. So mind you, they ripping her wig. Lex get to going crazy. So she like, I want to fight. Give me my dad now. Like going off, going cuckoo, no cocoa puffs, going off. As she should though, because that's her property. Now, She ain't never throw no horse stuff on these girls. She just been calling them out for a fade. Scotty tries to belittle her, saying like, my shoe costs more than your whole outfit, costs more than all what three of y'all got on. It's just one shoe. Tavi, you can't break my spirit. How many times do you want to beat me up, trying to manipulate all this and that? Gaslighting the girl. The girl get back on the bus. All she did was want her wig back, giving y'all wigs, giving everybody else they wigs with no problem, not damaging nobody property. Just want to catch the face with these folks. Y'all didn't rip up her wig. She see that they ripped up her wig, and she's on there. She needs that, and I don't blame her. Mind you, now y'all have upped the stakes. Cause she was calling y'all out and letting y'all breathe. Cause it's not like she just running down on y'all. She just calling y'all out, letting y'all breathe. But now they've woke the demon up. So mind you, let's get the crying. She get the crashing out. Find out some. She crying about a wig. Wasn't you just crying because a drink was thrown in your face? We all have our limits. We all have our buttons that people can push. Yes, she's crying about a wig. Scotty then, trolls her saying, "Welcome to Baddies. Welcome to Baddies." I can't wait till she get her in that pool. Because that's what I'm going to say. Welcome to Baddies. Everybody whooping everybody. Because Scotty's finna get whooped on this next episode. I can't wait to see it. I'm not going to lie. Dolly's face is hilarious while Lex is tweaking out. Also, too, it was the Martin Luther King point. It was the I have a dream point that took me. I said, oh my gosh, she's gonna set it off on the girls. It was the point. I'm getting you. She's getting y'all. I don't care who birthday is coming up. Who cares? And that's the crazy thing. Fauna and Tavi was just fine not too long ago. Now everybody is kumbaya because they do not like the big three. DTB ends up receiving a DM from Natalie saying, I'm sorry if you really feel like da 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 da. I think it was more for the storyline. I do. Natalie really don't like Diamond. She's made that clear several times before. She don't care for Diamond. The fans love Diamond. That's the only why DTB finds her way back. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this season right now so far, to me, Diamond has not done much of anything to come back for the next season for me. I feel as though, a lot of the antics that she was doing her first season, her second season, she's calmed down with this season. And two, for me, a lot of Diamond storylines are very boring. The one with Choco was very boring to me. And I feel like that's really the only one that she had. Maybe the one with Dolly was better. To me, that was a good one. But if I'm not mistaken, her real only storyline this season really has been with Choco. And it just wasn't one for the books. So Natalie then, plays boss now because they have called her out for just letting people do too much. So I feel as though everything that she's done since Fauna and Diamond called her out, she's been trying to be more of like boss lady Natalie, like, oh, CEO, I'm canceling the booking for tonight. Like I told y'all before, I don't feel like they had a booking to begin with. That's number one. Then number two, she says, they're going to do a charity event. I think that was already planned for the next day. I don't think they was going to go out, get drunk, be hungover, then go do a charity event. That don't make sense. So obviously they didn't have a club booking that night. They only had the charity event to do the next day. They didn't know it was going to get that crazy with horse manure being thrown or anything. But, obviously they knew the girls was going to fight because tensions were high. So she makes, a collective decision, making it seem like they're not going to the club because all of them are not on the same accord with each other, blah, 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 blah. And how they will just be doing a charity event. She puts them all in their little groups, yada, yada, yada. Great for them. Lex has to walk away. She's too upset. She's too taken back by what the girls did. And she's fiending, for a face. She really needs that. I do not blame Lex at all. I'd be mad if my items were messed up as well. I definitely feel her pain. But overall, this episode was chaotic, but it was good. It was a good episode overall. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. Love y'all. See y'all in the next one. Bye.